Good morning, good morning. Welcome to a full day of eating. Basically, in this video, I will be taking you guys through the 5 meals I consume in a day. Not all of it is like solid based foods. Some of it may be a shake, or it's basically however I'm feeling. I don't eat the same food every day. I just go off of how I'm feeling. I've been trying to aim for around 2,700 calories, so I'm not sure if I'm going to add every meal up and include it in the video, but feel free to message me and ask me about macros and stuff like that. So basically, first things first, I just woke up not too long ago, so the first thing I usually do is fill up my water jug. I carry around a half-gallon jug, so I try to at least have two a day, so I make sure I have at least a gallon of water a day. And then following after filling the jug, we're gonna go ahead and take our vitamins, and then I'll lead on with meal number one. So these are the multivitamin that I take, Men's Mega Men. Basically, it's a sport, one a day vitamin. I think vitamins are very essential if you are lifting, and even if you aren't lifting, I think it's very essential because you don't consume all your vitamins throughout your food on a day-to-day basis. So this is the go-to vitamin. And it's only $9.99, I believe, on Amazon. So don't buy it from GNC. GNC will charge you way too much for this. Vitamin C. Everybody should probably know about this through what's going on right now on the outside. So just keep my immune system going. I just mostly make sure that I do take a vitamin C pill every single day as well. Then we're moving on to our digestive enzyme. Now this is something that I recently picked up. Basically it just helps you digest food a lot better. It's not really something that you need. I just thought, hey, if I'm eating 5 to 6 meals a day, I think that having something to aid me with digestion is very, very important. Okay, so the first meal of the day is going to be oatmeal. I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my daily breakfast and show you guys how I make my oatmeal. Basically, I usually pair it with a protein shake. That way I'm having some good carbs and some good protein and low fat. So it's an easy breakfast to go to. I do 80 grams of oatmeal and then 1 scoop of protein in the morning. So first meal of the day is oatmeal and a protein shake. Got the oatmeal measured out. So these are the only 3 things that I put in my oatmeal. So you have ground cinnamon, flavor drops, and then we have some cane sugar. So we're gonna add it straight into the bowl. The protein source that we're gonna use today is USN Whey Protein. So if you guys are interested in any protein, you could save yourself 10% off by using my code down at the link below. Just use the code SOLO and save yourself some money. Easy and effective breakfast. So we have a protein shake and we have 80 grams of oatmeal. Number 2, it's around 11:30 right now. So this is like right before lunch, but not really lunch. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second meal of the day, which is the staple chicken and rice. Now, when it comes to you eating the same thing over and over and over again, the meals could get very tedious and very boring. So the main thing that I use to make my meals a lot better is sauces. So there's different sauces that you could apply on chicken and rice to make it a little better. But let's go ahead and prepare meal number 2. Alright, so meal number 2 has just been consumed. So usually when you eat really clean, you'll find that, hey, you get hungry a lot faster. So as a reward for eating all that food, usually I eat more food on top of that, but it's a different kind of food. After I eat meal number 2, I usually have a pack of fruit snacks. Now these are Black Forest Juicy Burst, so these are like ghetto gushers basically. So this is just something I eat on top of chicken and rice, just to throw a little junk into the mix. All right, so the time is 12 o'clock right now, and it's basically time to eat another meal. I know it seemed like a lot of food that has passed by, but when you eat clean, you burn through food like really fast. So all we had was oatmeal, protein shake. We had some chicken and rice and a bag of fruit snacks, like a small bag. And I've been chugging this water basically nonstop too. So now it is been an hour since the last meal, so it's time to eat something else. So I tracked everything on MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is an app that you could use that's free for Android and iOS. Basically, you could scan the barcodes, track all your macros and stuff like that. So that's how I'm doing it today. What we're sitting at right now is 73 grams of protein today, 135 carbs, 13 grams of fat so far. So I like to keep my fats pretty low for the most part of the day, but now that we're moving into this meal, this is like the pre-workout meal. It has pretty much more fat than anything else that I'm going to consume today. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good so far. We're sitting at, let me see how many calories, 948 calories. So we have like 1800 calories to go for the rest of the day. Not 100% sure if we're gonna go ahead and hit that 1800. I'm pretty sure we probably will, just because after you work out you tend to like crave more food and you're hungry because your body needs that energy, it needs that food after you train for pretty hard. So we're gonna go ahead and make this meal number 3. It's gonna be a pre-workout meal. So basically it's gonna be a cinnamon bacon egg and cheese. So meal number 3, the pre-workout meal. Okay, so meal number 3 is done and we have devoured that. That was a cinnamon bacon egg and cheese. Basically, instead of using whole eggs, I use the yellow substitute liquid eggs basically, and that kind of like eliminates the fat and keeps everything low. So with all that done, meal number 3, we're sitting at 1268 calories right now. We have 1482 to go. After that meal, I end up taking EAA Max. So this is like an amino formula basically, so it's good for muscle recovery, muscle repair, hydration, stuff like that. So after my pre-workout meal, that's usually when I start drinking this. And this is basically, it's the same thing as BCAAs. They're not needed because you could get BCAAs from your protein sources and other foods, but I just like having something sweet to sip on throughout the day. So I usually just pour it in my 20-ounce container and just sip on that until I go to the gym and take my pre-workout. So today was a good day. Oh my gosh, like I am exhausted, but I don't really feel like super tired. I think just because I have like a big adrenaline rush going right now. So came in the gym, wasn't even expecting to hit 500 pounds on squat today, but you know, we ran it. I just came in here, was going through the motion. It wasn't falling into place like how I usually do, because usually I like to go straight to squat and just start squatting straight away. So came in, the rack I wanted to go to was taken, so I was like, you know what, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna warm up, get to the rack when I can. The rack opened up, worked my way up, and I go plate by plate, 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate, got to 4 plates, banged out 405 for like 3 times, and still had like a little bit of juice, and I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a good day. So worked my way up, went to 405, then went to 455, where I stopped at last time in the last video, which you guys might have seen if you do follow my channel or not. Subscribe, by the way. And got to 455, banged that out, easy. Then I was like, yo, I brought my knee sleeves with me today.
And I got the new belt. I'm kind of still getting used to it, but I think we're Gucci now. Banged out, what was it? After 455, I was like, yo, I hit 475 before. This is a PR. Whatever. Ben was like, Ben is my buddy that I come to the gym with sometimes. He was like, yo, run it. Put 5 plates on the bar. Slap 5 plates on the bar. Your boy cleared it. So I was like, yo, this is 495. And I'll overlay the clips right here. So basically 495 flew up easy. I kind of didn't hit depth the way I wanted to. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go for it again since I'm not tired whatsoever. I was like, but we got to make it 500. I said I would hit a 500 squat from the beginning of the year. So, I mean, we haven't even hit 6 months in yet. And we went from 475 to 600. It's not crazy. I mean, we went from 475 to 500. It's not crazy because I'm not a power lifter whatsoever, but I'm just super proud of myself being able to have a 25-pound PR increase, basically. So, feels good in the gym since we're back on the full day of eating. Had intra carbs. So basically it's a carb drink that you could have while you're in the gym. So that's 20 more grams of carbs. I'll add that to MyFitnessPal. And now since we're done with our leg day, it's very essential that we hit our creatine and some protein. So definitely gonna take that down. So I have 2 scoops of protein in my bag. It's a little bit excessive because you only break down maybe about 40 grams of protein in a sitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that, add it to MyFitnessPal, and I'll see you guys when the next meal comes. So it is time to eat again. So it is the post-workout meal. So we already had the first half of it, which was the protein shake. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but second half of our post-workout is waffles. So it sounds ridiculous, but I'm dead serious. Like, this is something that I've been eating like every like, not every day after my workout, but I think it's well needed today. And the reason why I prefer it more than rice or bread or anything like that, because it's just dense with calories. Not too much, but just enough to hold me over until like 2 hours after I take my protein shake in order to get another source of protein. So basically, had my protein shake, I'm going to wait 2 hours to have another source of protein. Basically, the macros on the waffles aren't too bad. 7 grams of fat, 28 grams of carbs, and then 2 grams of sugar per 2 waffles. So it's not horrible whatsoever, and I only have 2 at a time. So usually I have my protein shake, which is 2 scoops of protein, and then I have 2 waffles on the side with some low calorie syrup. The syrup can play a big role, so just watch what you're pouring or what kind of syrup you're using, because sometimes the syrup macros might be higher than the actual waffle itself. So we're gonna use low calorie syrup. So simple enough post-workout meal. We should have at least maybe 1 or 2 meals left for the day, depends on how I'm feeling. Alright, so for dinner today we have chicken stir fry. So this is 6 ounces of chicken, 200 grams of rice, and then we have some mixed veggies and 2 whole eggs in here. So this is pretty much dinner. Never even heard of this stuff till now. Maximum Results Nutrition basically gave this to me. You guys could also buy it from the store. The link is in the description. Use the code SOLO for 10% off. So this is gonna be the last thing we consume today, as 110 calories, 7 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 10 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. So I'm basically gonna go ahead and close out the video here. It tastes really good. The brownie tastes really good. It looks like poop, but it tastes really, really nice. So the macros for today, we had 2,500 calories today. So the goal was 2,750, but I'm not gonna push it. It's just however I'm feeling. Some days I like to eat more, some days I like to eat less.
So 2,566 calories. We hit 204 grams of protein today, 318 carbs, and 52 grams of fat. So basically, this is how I track my stuff on a day-to-day basis using MyFitnessPal. Carbs were pretty high today. Protein is something that we wanted to make sure that we hit. So I'm about 200 pounds, so I try to hit around 200 pounds of protein a day. Fat was pretty low, 52 grams, which is really, really good. And then sugar is something I had to work on because I had the biggest sweet tooth. But thank you guys for checking out this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating. Please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.